Okay. Alright, what you're looking at right here is a solar hot water collector for a solar hot water system. These are often confused for photovoltaic panels, which aren't the same. These are panels that have hot water, or it's going to be water running through that gets heated up by the sun. This is the absolute best way to heat your water, period. Now, putting in one of those solar hot water heaters gets quite involved, especially if you're using one that has an electric hot water backup. We'll talk about the pros and cons of that. You can actually do a gas hot water backup. Don't let them say that you can't. The problem is that most of the utility companies have promotions to allow you to use electric hot water backup systems, and so most of the solar hot water installers will use electric. And then, of course, if you're doing that when you're building a house, for instance, guess what? You're going to use all electric appliances. So there is more to the reason for having an electric hot water heater than the utilities are saying. But gas can also be done. And of course, the absolute best water heater is a solar heart type of water heater that has the tank on top of the panels like the one you see here. That type of water heater uses convection to have the hot water rise into the tank rather than having to use a pump to draw the water down into a tank, as in the previous example. That's why it's such a good example, and it uses a lot less power than a standard solar hot water heater that has storing 80 gallons of hot water. Okay, so the absolute worst way to heat your water is to use one of these electric hot water heaters that keeps water hot all the time. Here's what you need to be looking at. Here's the kilowatt hours per year, and that's 4,724. That's a lot of usage. Don't look at the price tag, because that means nothing. You have to look at kilowatt hours per year. Okay? So by contrast, this huge refrigerator uses 578 kilowatts per. Big difference. So the only way that would be worse than heating water that way would be to take 10 of these 5-gallon jugs, 5-gallon buckets, and heat them up on the stove like this all day long. That's just about what you're doing with an electric hot water heater. That is 10 of those if you're using a 50-gallon hot water heater. Most people have 80-gallon hot water heaters. Something in between, it would be a on-demand hot water heater, and that's what we're going to show you today. Okay, this is another in our series Beyond the Better Light Bulb. What we've got here is we've got some people that I know that decided to go off-grid, and the first thing that they needed to do was get their hot water going. And as you can see, they have, light is bad because we have no lights right down here right now, but looks like an 80-gallon hot water heater that is electric, and of course, as you are using this, even when you're not using it, it's keeping the hot water heated in that entire tank the whole time. So what we did is we disconnected their water supply going down to the water heater, capped it off, as you can see, and it was made easy by the fact that they have CPVC in their house, and everything was accessible. And because everything was accessible, I was able to find an area where they already had plumbing coming down. In this case, it was going to the washer, hot and cold, and we drilled the hole to the outside, brought it up to the new water heater. Now this is an on-demand water heater, or instant hot water heater. Now since they're going to be off-grid, it makes more sense for them to use propane, and so we've installed a propane line that leads right to 2 new propane tanks. See there? The propane regulator, we decided to go with a dual control version That you can see still has the price tag on it. That was $100, $97. And then we purchased 2 propane tanks. You can get them at Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, or a propane company. Now there are very many different makes and models of these instantaneous hot water heaters or on-demand hot water heaters. Paloma is a popular brand. Bosch makes a few good ones. Infinity is now giving a run for their money. And then there's another cheaper version on Amazon that you can get. This one here we got from Ron over on Maui. It was about $230. We had it the next day in our possession. It was COD. We were very happy with the service. However, I know you can get on Amazon, you can get one for about $115. It's a different brand. Palomas run you about $600 to $700, and so do the Bosch. They all do the same thing. Depending on who you talk to, specifically the people that sell them, you will get different opinions on different versions and models and makes. But this one seems to be doing really good. Putting up a solar hot water heater is probably the very best way to do it. Technically it's called a passive solar collector, and there's very many different versions, commonly known as a solar hot water system. But those are going to be kind of pricey. You're looking at a minimum of $4,000 unless you do it yourself. And although there are cheaper ways of doing hot water, there's nothing faster than putting in an on-demand with propane. And as you can see, this system was quick and easy to do. I did the entire system in under 8 hours. And the cost was $230 for the water heater, $300 for the materials, and about $40 each for the propane tanks. So you do the math.